what you're currently going through. So there's feminine energy of the moon coming through you, which would be intuitiveness, spirituality, synchronicities. There's a lot of things that are going on in your life right now that really are kind of out of your control, but they're helping you to progress to another level, to be where you want to be. Like, there are things that are just lining up for you without much of your control, but they're like perfectly, if you asked for it, you would have asked for that, but it happened for you anyway. So there's a lot of that going on. And this card represents love is found in the darkest places. Love can be found in even the darkest places. So when you feel that you have absolutely no hope left, don't forget that you still have people to turn to. So if there's times of darkness or times of feeling the need to reach out, that you can. It also means that sometimes our misery can be something that we have in common with someone else that can draw us to them and start a relationship of any sorts. If you've been through something yourself, you can have the empathy to help another person who's going through or has been in the same situation. So in that aspect, the love can be found in the darkest and hardest of places. In your distant past, so 6 months to a year ago, everything was perfect. Beautiful. Husband, wife, whatever, 2 kids and a half, a dog, cat, everything was just magazine.
Everything.
That was more than a year ago.
But yeah, everything.
Well,
She had everything she wanted and then some.
Everything.
Yeah.
Manifested anything I wanted.
yeah, this is just like I'd say still a year ago, but it represents happiness of the life that you had, and aspects of that was everything you dreamed of it to be.
Exactly.
In your distant past, you had a Guide of Cups. So you were going through an emotional time, and you had some assistance with that. Do you pray?
Meditation.
It's meditation.
In your meditation, do you ask a higher power for assistance in any way?
Kind of.
Then there's a prayer of some sort in there.
Yeah.
I felt you did a lot of that. About, what did I say, this is 2 weeks to 3 months ago. Because and it was answered. You know, there's a lot of helps with your, I want to say spirituality again, but cups represents emotions. So unless you were going through a spiritual clash of some sort within yourself, there was definitely a lot of emotions that were going on with you, though, that you had assistance with. And it could even be with physical assistance from someone else in a physical form. But what I really get from you is that there is this other aspect of not a physical person helping you through these emotional times that you were going through from 2 weeks to 6 months ago.
Kitty.
Your future, looking back on a job well done, patting yourself on the back, understanding that what you've done is more than others could have done in the same situation, and rising above where you were, understanding that what you did was the best you could do, and giving yourself a pat on the back.
Totally.
So far, so good?
For sure.
Now that's your near future. Your goal or direction to aim for, everybody. Your favorite card, the Death card.
End of that bad cycle.
No, yeah, exactly. Death doesn't represent necessarily a physical death in someone's life or in someone around someone. What it actually represents is that there is a situation, place, person that you have outgrown, that you need to grieve. Oh no, sorry. There's 3 steps to this. There's acceptance, grieving, and then moving on. And it does matter, actually. It doesn't matter how you do it, unless you do it in those steps. You have to accept it, you have to grieve it, and then you have to move on from it. You will fully never get past it.
Okay.
So that is your goal. first card I laid down was a story, until the last one and being the end of the story. The easiest path for you to choose is for you to listen to your goal or direction to aim for, which would be moving on from things that you no longer serve you, that you need to accept, grieve, and move on from. You have a new beginning in your emotions. So in your recent past, your current situation, okay, so let me start here. Your recent past, you had help with your emotions, and it was the things that we want out of life. Cups represents the things, and I didn't say this before, so I'm sorry. Cups represents the innate things we're born to want. Some people want children, some people want love, some people just want friends. It's that longing that you've had since you were like 2. You had, help with that. There was trying times, I feel, in that past, and then you had some help with those things. Now, why I'm telling you a little bit about that card again is a new beginning, the Ace of Cups, as your current state of mind on the situation, which the situation was the intuitive, which was the guidance from the feminine of the moon energy, intuitiveness, synchronicities, things that are happening around you that are helping you without much effort from you, and finding love in dark places, whether it's a connection of love, friendship, or more. It is one in where 2 people, or at least one, are in a dark time of their life, and there is a connection made between the 2 of you. With that in mind, it has rekindled a new beginning of thoughts of what you wanted out of life. So it's kind of like that card I was talking about earlier, about you were on the track and someone else was a driver and it was someone else's path. But except this was your path before, and now you realized, want a new one. And that's okay. So that would be your current state of mind. Am I going through okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay, your next card is the way you're treating others right now. You've become a little bit of a recluse. You've disconnected and you've shut the blinds and you're looking inward. You're not listening to what other people think you should do, should want, should be going for. You're looking and you're inspiring yourself of, I've done this, because we've looked at in the near future, we're going to find out that you're going to look back and say, I did a job well done. Okay, you're currently going through a lot of changes that are happening without much help on your end that are helping you through things. You're finding friendships and relationships in places you never thought you would before. You've gone through the happy times, you've gone through the hard times, you've gone through changes and the things that you want. And now the things that you want, I don't think you're really sure of yet. And you are really looking inward. Inward, and blocking out what other people think. So instead of listening to what they say, you're listening to what you feel. Make sense?
Definitely. Woohoo. Definitely.
Okay, your next card is your hopes, your wishes, and your fears. You hope you have the strength to make it through. You fear you don't.
Ooh, interesting.
You hope you can jump through the hoop without getting burned.
Well, he's not really jumping through the hoop. He's having the tiger jump through the hoop.
Right.
Yeah.
I was speaking from the tiger's perspective.
The tiger. Oh. All right. Well, no, it's pretty much that's it. You feel you want to have the strength to make it through, but yet at the same time you fear you might not. However, you don't have to do it alone. So you can remember that. I don't feel that you feel that way. Not in any other readings so far do I feel that you could feel this loneliness, except that you are blocking people out from telling you what you should be wanting right now. Oh. So we have another new beginning in your conclusion.
Wow.
The Ace of Wands.
Wow.
Now, Wands represents our fiery passions. And when I say fiery passions, I mean it's the things that make us want to get up and... Action?
Yeah, like action.
Okay.
Get up, like take action.
Right, yes.
Well, it's like, doing things that you like. That make you happy.
Yes, that give you a reason to wake up the next day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be tending to children, it could be new job. It's usually passion driven, so I say usually new job because what it does is, or schooling, those are two things that I often say, because it's something that you want, that you're going to change in your world, that is going to make a difference in the way that you have passion towards life of every day. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have
Definitely.
any questions on any of the cards? You're allowed to.
No, it's just interesting. But this one is just kind of
It's home.
it's definitely not. It's something where it's not so much like a fear. It's when I had everything and then it was all taken away, and it's like anything that I had dreamt of or manifested just always came.
So do you feel defeated?
I understand that it was. If I
Learning
could have
lesson.
learned it another way, I
Mhm.
would have. And I understand it was like a domino effect of lessons, but it's still, it is a defeated type of thing where it's like, I can't kickstart the dreaming again. Like,
Okay.
you know, so
But-
it's like not necessarily a fear of anything being taken away. It's just I'm trying to figure out how to, I mean, this is showing that it's gonna come.
Oh yeah, there's definitely well, your current state of mind is already a new beginning, and the conclusion is a new beginning in passions. You're already not listening to others about what others feel. Don't you think you already were listening to others before when you had everything you thought you wanted, and then it was all gone, and then you kind of was like, and now I'm living, and that wasn't really what I wanted, so I'm gonna want something new.
No, that's what I wanted.
No.
That's why it's such a problem.
Well, you the innate things that we were born with that we want. So like the children, family, friends, stuff like that, pets. There's a new beginning in those type of areas. In the new beginning of your conclusion, which is the new beginning of passion, would be work, school, or more. The strength card, I only represented that it would be that you wanted the strength to have to make it through, but you were afraid you might not, because it's a double-sided card, because it's not only what you hope for but fear and wish for as well. So
Yeah.
it means all three. And when I said defeated, I asked you that question because I know this represented in your past that you had it all, and then I thought maybe if you felt defeated, you would, if you felt you had the strength to do it again, might be defeated again, and that would be your hope, your wishes, and your
Yeah,
fears.
I don't feel defeated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, not defeated. Do you want me to pull a different other card on top of that one
Yeah.
to explain
yeah,
it?
that would be great. Yeah.
So it's basically you fear streaming up one wall with dead weight. Does that make sense, or do I need to go and do it more?
Do one more.
Okay. Let me try to explain that a little more. Because that's what I meant. Is you're carrying someone else, and they're not putting in effort,
Right.
and you're going up, carrying weight of another person, and that's even more difficult. So I think that if I were to put the two cards together, I think that the fear would be that the hopes and wishes is that you have the fear, or not, you have the strength. The fear would be the other person doesn't.
Right.
So that would be where the fear comes
Wow.
from. Does that make
That's
sense?
intense, definitely.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. This is great.
So everyone, this is the reading. Here. I'm sure. There we are. All right, everyone. It's my on for Russell Martin III. Have a good day.